Hey y'all, how's it going? It's your Army Queen slash Hospitality Queens here in AK Positive Pinky. So it has been quite the year, and it has tested me in terms of both my mental and physical health. And it's been a year, between Flips passing and dealing with the chronic sinusitis, which has been an ongoing struggle. Um, Literally there has been at least 5 or 6 sinus infections this year. It's been one of those years. But on a more serious note, I mean, not that that's not serious, it is. Like, I got a doctor appointment coming up January 6th at 11 a.m., so that's a Friday. See, I'm sorry about my smoky voice. But I'm excited because I do feel like I'm kind of on the mend, but of course, like, 2 weeks in kind of thing, like, it'll drag on for a month. But, I feel okay to do daily stuff now. I mean, but then again, it can sneak up. I mean, honestly, I don't understand people that don't wear masks when they're sick. Like, I really don't, because it's like, you know, I feel like that's just common courtesy. Like, but I'm not going to get into that because there's no need for me to. But I tell you, I'm not going to say names, but there's certain people, that I encounter that do that. They don't wear the mask, and then they wonder why everyone around them is sick. It's like, what do you expect? But on a more serious note than that, I mean, not that being sick is not serious, because it is. Because I'm done. It's like, it's been one of those years where it's just anyway. But on a more serious note, as I said, it's been a tough year for the grief. Flip's death really took me out. It led to alcohol relapse and anorexia, which I was already in to begin with. So, and then I knew that alcohol was going to come next because, I was getting the bright ideas. And it was a really challenging year with people, dealt with a lot of disagreements, you know, but, worked them out. And, we always work them out. So I do have some unfortunate news though. My friend Veronica, I went to college with her. A lot of us who went to Mitchell College, which is a liberal arts school and college in New London, Connecticut. I have a lot of good memories there. Doing the plays, and that's how I knew Veronica. Through doing the drama society, which is basically like drama club, and stuff like that. And like, she was so involved, in the Mitchell College. Like, she was on the dance team, and she was amazing. And she still is. I mean, she was just like the kind of person everyone wanted to be around, like just so kind and friendly. And you know yeah, I mean, it just is very shocking, that she's no longer here with us. I think I feel just as shocked about, even though we knew she was going through the challenges, right? Um, but we didn't, know it was going to happen at this point because, she seemed on the path to recovery. And she just had a lot, medical challenges going on. I mean, that just goes to show there's always someone who has it worse. I mean, we all have our fair share of challenges, but there's always someone who, has more. It doesn't discount what we're going through. It just means that, you know, um, that everyone's journey is different. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to do a couple tributes tonight. I'm going to try to pick some good ones, but, uh, sorry, this is a long introduction, but yeah, I mean, like, she was always so positive. Like, you would never know she was going through these things because she functioned really well, and yeah, you would never know because she was so involved. And we went to college. And she was always so fun to hang out with and to talk to. I mean, she just was so great. And I mean, I don't think it's fully hit me yet. Because yeah, I mean, like, for instance, with Flip Dot, I mean, there's sometimes where Flip's death hits me, um, especially when it comes to things that him and I would connect with, like music. And his death anniversary is coming up, and it's been very hard, and the sickness does not make it any easier. It certainly does not help. It's very triggering, and I think the grief and sickness kind of go hand in hand for me. Um, but I do what I can about it, and I have support, and I just recently made it to 8 months of sobriety, and I've been leading AA meetings again, and I'm really, really grateful for that. And I know Veronica and Flip and other people that have died will be so proud of me. They would want me to stay sober and not to drink over this. So it is a challenge, but I do think they would want me to be sober, and they would want me to keep living a sober life, because sorry, my voice is so smoky right now. I don't know why. But no, seriously, life really. Sarah, still, I don't know. I had this cough and then it went away and then it kind of came back. I don't know. I'm really hoping that maybe they'll discover something in the doctor appointment. Maybe if I, not, of course, none of us want to be sick, but it's always good to get answers about it. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to get right into this, jump right in. We've lost quite a bit of people from Mitchell. We lost Robbie Cohen, Lewis Ahern. I think we also lost some faculty from Mitchell, including Jason Ebling, who was just great. And see, that's a perfect example of someone you never know they're struggling behind the closed doors, because he was one of those people that was so healthy. He was a runner. I think Lewis Ahern, I think he committed suicide, and then you had Victor Mank, I forget how he died. So it's happened a lot, with a lot of losing people from Mitchell. It's been tough, because when you're close with a group of people, my group of college friends, we have our moments. Let me just tell you that. But we all, come together. The camaraderie is real, for real. Because we all have our moments, disagreements are a part of life, it'd be tripping, but, it'd be aight. But nah, I think I've come to the point where, I enjoy being sober, and I enjoy leading meetings again. And, yeah, so anyway, I hope y'all enjoy this tribute. It's Amazing Grace. And, yeah, I think it's just a shock. I remember, it's hard in the beginning with grief, because, man, the first few days of Flip's death was really tough. Sorry not to get off topic from the purpose of this tribute, but it's still tough. Especially because, anyway, but let me keep it on, relevant here. But no, grief, yeah. It's a passage. It's a big thing, but anyway, I hope y'all enjoy this, and shout out to all my Mitchell people out there. I hope y'all can find comfort in this, and yeah, so, all right, put my hair down for this, get into it. All right, so hope y'all enjoy. All right, okay, let's get it. Okay. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now am found, was blind, but now I see. Yeah. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieved. How precious did that grace appear, the hour I first believed. Through many dangers, toils, and snares, I have already come. 'Tis grace that brought me safe thus far, and grace will lead me home. The Lord has promised good to me. His word my hope secures. He will my shield and portion be, as long as life endures. Hey girl. When we've been there 10,000 years, bright shining as the sun, we've no less days to sing God's praise than when we first